when I was in high school, we had a theme. You have a theme here at Dearington. Who can tell me what you say for your student pledge every morning? I am somebody. I love your student pledge. Isn't that fantastic? Well, somebody got the idea that that would be a good thing back when I was a kid because it wasn't a regular thing. And our theme was, back this up, ignorance, yeah, let me back that up. Education. Let it begin with me. The teacher said, I really like that. They got their buttons and put their buttons on because we're teachers. This is what we do. Education. It does begin with us. Teaching all these students. Well, I collect buttons. I brought in a few of my education, but I even have my button from Boston University. Great. And I said, well, I want a button. And the teacher said, but you're not an educator. And I said, no, I am much more. I'm a student. And education starts with me because ultimately I'm the one responsible for my education. I choose the information that I receive, the information that I reject. You guys make those decisions in class every day. Am I going to listen to what my teachers are saying? Is this something I'm going to put to the side? And that's where we talk about ignorance. This is not being stupid or being unable to learn. It simply is a lack of knowledge, education, or experience. If someone were to ask me to go and build a rocket ship so that I could go into outer space to fix a satellite, I'd say, I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that. I am ignorant of that particular knowledge. I've never learned how to be a rocket scientist. Benjamin Franklin said, genius without education is like silver that remains in the mine. Remember earlier I told all of you that you are smart and you can, what? Learn. Somebody's paying attention. Ben Franklin said that would be the same thing as having a mine full of a precious metal. You could be a millionaire, but you're not doing anything with it. Again, you are the king or queen of your education. Globalization. We no longer have to look at just what's going on here in Lynchburg, Virginia. All over the world, people are stepping up to the bar. They're recognizing the importance of a college education. They're working really hard. These green dots over here in Asia represent those places that years ago would not have put a priority on a college education, but they have increased their technological standards. They use computers like we do. If you've never taken a moment to think, these computers all have a clock on them. That clock has a particular time. Would you say that the time on that computer is the correct time? That time is the correct time no matter where you are in the world. For the very first time ever in the history of all mankind, we are all operating on the same clock. That means we're all living the same lives, doing similar things, finding more and more out about each other every day. And we need to be working harder to do it better and to keep up with what's going on, not just right here in Lynchburg, Virginia, but all over the world. So how are United States colleges and universities doing compared to other universities all around the world? Which schools made the top 200 list this year? According to U.S. News and World Report, Harvard, Yale, and Caltech hold 3 of the top 5 spots, but Cambridge and Oxford are still right there. Some of the best colleges ever there in England. And we have universities in Korea and in Japan that are in the top 50. And they're constantly working to go one step better. Whether you're a teacher or a student, son, daughter, brother, or sister, that fits everybody in this room, custodian, or a friend, or mentor. Your education begins with you. Brian Ward is a professor at Lehman College in New York, and he talked about the 4 key factors for African Americans who received their baccalaureate degree, what helped them get through and accomplish that goal. The first thing was they had an epiphany about the importance of higher education. That means the light bulb came on over their head, and they recognized not only that it was important to do this, but that it was possible. Second thing, that they had access to the resources that they needed. We've talked about that. Here you have computers, you have a library. We're going to talk about all those resources in just a minute. And a mentor, that's somebody who picks you up when you're down. Somebody who says, you can, if you think you can. And participants were resilient when faced with obstacles. You're going to have that a lot. You're going to have things in life that get in the way of what it is that you're trying to do. And every day make a choice. I can't find the shoes that I want. I can't find the homework I was supposed to turn in. Do you give up? No. You keep going. You make it through. You have the internet, your school library, and the main library. I should have also put college libraries. Did you know that you can go to the library at Lynchburg College, you can go to the library at Liberty University and utilize their resources? They're welcome for you to come in there and to look at the books that they have and ask questions, talk to the people. Librarians love to be able to help people research information, find out about going to college, what you need to know. You have teachers, guidance counselors, your friends encouraging you all the time. We all know who that is. President Obama, with his college education, made a difference in his family. His father came from humble beginnings. He was a surfer boy in Hawaii as a young person. Think about that. And his father said confidence is the secret to a man's success. Then he made a difference in his community when he became a senator. And he's written several books. In one of his books he said, world-class public schools provide the path to global opportunity. This is not just thinking about right here at home anymore. There's a whole great big world out there. And we know he made a difference in our country. In his inaugural address, he said, we will transform our schools and colleges and universities to meet the demands of a new age. All this we can do. All this we will do. Education, let it be